Hey everybody, this is Josh with Play Start Piano. Today we'll be talking about, do you need to practice for hours every single day? The answer is no, and let's kind of get into that here. So point number one, no, you don't need to practice for hours every day. You can make significant progress on the piano if you practice for 10 minutes a day, 7 days a week, 6 days a week, even 5 days a week, okay? You don't have to practice every day for hours and hours to get good at piano. The key though is the repetition. So this kind of leads me into point number two of, do you need to practice every day? Spaced repetition is key. So there have been numerous studies on this as far as learning anything. It could be the piano, could be programming for computers, it could be tennis or sports or anything else for that matter. Spaced repetition is going back to the same concept or the same skill that you're working on over and over again over time. So that might be, you take 1 week, let's say you're practicing piano scales, and you work on your C major scale every single day for 7 days in a row. That spaced repetition every single day, even if it's for only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's going to help you much more than if you just took that one concept, let's say the C major scale, and did it for 3 hours one day for the week and then never touched it again. So the spaced repetition is the most important part of this. It's, even if it's for less time, if you do it more days in a row is the key, in a row, consecutive days, but you work on it over time, that's going to help you much more in the future compared to if you practice one thing, let's say for 4 hours a day, and then you don't touch it again for the rest of the week. Which kind of leads me into that point number three of, do you need to practice piano every day for hours? Again, practicing over time, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day for a year, let's say, is infinitely better than if you practice for 2 hours, one day a week for a year. So if you're practicing for 10 minutes every single day for a year, that's going to be so much better for you, for your progress, for your skill level to increase, than if you practice, let's say, 2 or 3 hours one day a week or 2 days a week. And the reason for that, again, is back to point number two, that spaced repetition. That's how people learn. It just takes time. That's the way it is. You're not going to be able to kind of cheat the system by playing a bunch in one day and then never touching it again. You need to be playing consistently. I would say at least 5 days a week. If you can play 7 days a week, great. Again, even if it's only for 10 minutes, you can work on something, some song that you're looking at, some kind of scale, some kind of other technique, arpeggios, whatever it is. But you really should be practicing at least 5 days a week. And I often find as well, if you set a standard, say you want to practice every day for 10 minutes a day. If you start to sit down and actually practice for those 10 minutes, you might even keep going. You might end up playing for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, let's say, if you have a little bit of extra time, because maybe you're caught up in what you're doing, you're enjoying your playing, you're playing what you want, whatever it is, and you end up playing over what the minimum expectation is for yourself. So that's kind of another good thing, is if you have that standard, you have that minimal, chances of you going over, that might happen. Chances of you going under that will never happen, as long as you set that standard of at least 10 minutes, 20 minutes every single day. So again, just to recap, we had point number one of, do you need to practice for hours every day? The answer is no, because we had that spaced repetition. It's going to help you so much more than playing all at once. 10 minutes a day beats, for 7 days a week, beats 3 hours once a week every single time, no comparison. And again, you might end up going over that. You'll end up playing more anyway. So those are some reasons here. That's kind of my thoughts on, do you need to play piano for hours every single day? Let me know what you think. Again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano. Thank you.